Okay, we're going to start by washing our chicken and patting it dry with the paper towel like so. Then we're going to cut off all that extra fat you see on the corners. It's the white stuff. All right, so we're going to do that. And you can use any chicken. I happen to use the Great Value chicken bag, the $5 one at Walmart. So you just want to get any chicken. Now I'm just going to speed it up for you guys because it's just me cutting off the chicken fat. So I'm going to season the chicken with seasoned salt, paprika, and my favorite chicken seasoning, Kickin chicken, salt and pepper, and garlic powder. I'm going to show y'all how I season my chicken. I would have already cut it into dice, but because I'm doing a tutorial, I'm just going to show y'all that it's really important to season your chicken. This might look like a lot of seasoning, but it's probably just the paprika giving it the color. But you really want to season your chicken well. Chicken unseasoned is disgusting. Now we're going to cut the chicken into little cubes. You don't want to cut it into like an inch, a little bit less than an inch. And we're going to cut it vertically and then horizontally. You can cut both of the chickens at the same time, but please only batter one chicken breast at a time because it will get clumpy. And don't worry, I know you see that it's not seasoned where I'm cutting it. I'm going to go back and put it in a bowl and re-season that. That's why usually I cut it into cubes before I season it, but since it's a tutorial, I wanted to show y'all how to saturate chicken. One chicken breast should cut up about 18 to 20 little chicken bites, which is enough for one person. Now I'm going to put it back in a bowl and re-season it since we cut it up. To fry chicken, you're going to need egg wash and chicken fry. I'm using the Louisiana chicken fry from Walmart. Super good. It gives it like a little kick too. Before you batter your chicken, you want to get an empty plate and put a little bit of the chicken fry powder on there. So that way when you saturate it, you want to leave it on some powder as well. You don't want it to get clumpy. This part is very important. You want to keep a clean cloth nearby because you do not want to get your egg wash hand mixed with your powder hand. It's going to make your fry very clumpy and it's just very messy. So you have your 2 eggs beat up. That's your egg wash. And now you're going to dip your seasoned chicken into the egg wash. And please make sure you drench the egg wash very nicely. Don't want to get your powder clumpy because it will get clumpy. And you're just going to mix that in there. You want to make sure your chicken piece is fully battered like so. Remember, do not get your egg wash hand mixed with your powder hand. See how I'm using my right hand to put the egg wash with the chicken? And then I'm going to use my powder hand to take it out and put it on the empty plate. We're going to heat a pan to medium heat and pour some oil like so. To test your oil, I like to dip my finger in the powder and throw it in there. And if it doesn't sizzle, it is not ready. This is not ready. Look, I'm going to show you guys how it's not sizzling. You can't really tell, so I'm going to put a chicken bite on there. See how it didn't sizzle as you dropped it? That is not ready. Do not put your chicken if it looks like that. It has a little sizzle, but that's not the sizzle you want. So just leave that in there. This is very important. You want to make sure it has a sizzle when you drop it in there, just like this. This is how it should sizzle. So now you're just going to pop the pieces in there. For this next part, please do not judge me. I know you're not supposed to use metal utensils, but hey, look how little that chicken is. The fork is so perfect to flip the chicken. You want your chicken to be a little golden brown at the bottom before you flip it. So these look ready, so I'm going to flip those. And you just want to make sure you watch this. This is not something you walk away from. You have to watch it. You want to keep an extra plate close by to catch the chicken after you're done frying it. The napkins will help take off the extra oil from the chicken. To take them out, using a spatula is much more easier. As I'm taking some out, I'm going to add some in there until they're all fully cooked. So this is what your chicken should look like, a nice crispy golden brown. This is A1. Can you believe all this chicken came from just two chicken breasts? That's enough size for 2 people. So now we're going to saute our chicken in any pan. I'm happening to use a spaghetti pan with our Panda Express orange chicken sauce from Walmart. It's the exact same sauce that they use. My saucepan has been heating medium heat, and you want to build up the sauce. So start with a little bit at first. We're going to build up our sauce as we go. You don't want it too saucy at first, because then you can't take off the sauce. So let's just build it up. So let's pour our chicken in there. You're just going to pour all of it in there. Mind you, this pan is on medium heat. You don't really need it to sit on the skillet for a long time because we're going to be moving it around. So we're going to build up our sauce again, just little by little. The pan's already hot, so the sauce is cooking as I'm mixing it around. So I'm just going to speed it up because it's just me mixing it. Mix, mix, mix. Add more and mixing it till it's the saturation I want it to be. So it's almost ready, but I'm going to add just a little bit more. So this is my desired sauciness. I'm about to zoom in and show you guys. It should look like this. That's how I like my chicken. To make fried rice, you're going to need white rice. I'll be using my rice cooker. You're going to use 1 cup of rice. And for every cup of rice, you use 1.5 cups of water, so equal parts. If you don't have a rice cooker, I advise you to either get the bag that you boil in the microwave. That's really simple. It does it in a minute. Or I can link down a video for you guys. This video was edited. I actually made this white rice before I even started my chicken. And when it's done, you want to pop it in the freezer. So by the time you're done cooking your chicken, it's cooled down and sticky and ready to fry. So we're going to heat our pan on medium heat and cut a slice of butter and saturate it. The butter actually gives the rice a really good taste, but you don't want to put too much butter. We're going to let that butter melt. Now we're going to add some oil. The oil is actually what's going to fry the rice. The butter is just for the flavor. And you just want to put enough to cover the pan because this is a lot of rice. You won't even use all of the rice either. Now that the butter melted, we can add some more oil because we can see that it wasn't enough. And this rice is sticky because I popped it in the freezer, remember? So it only took like 20 minutes for it to get sticky. See, now the leftover one we can use for another day. We're going to spread the rice out on the pan and season it with pepper and salt. This is what gives the rice a lot of flavor as well. So flip it around and re-season it. You want to make sure it all has salt and pepper. I sped up this part, but it's just the rice sitting and cooking evenly on each side. The next most important ingredient is the soy sauce. This is my soy sauce that I'll be using. It's almost gone. Yes, I know, but I'm just going to use the rest of it. I got it at Walmart, and I also got this dupe, which is great value. And like George Lopez said, it's the same shit. And look, it comes with way more for less. We're going to add the soy sauce when the rice is no longer sticky. Till then, we're going to fry it. To test it, just pick up a piece and touch it. Still sticky, so just continue frying it. I added a little bit more oil to some spots that looked a little bit dry, and I'm just going to keep mixing that up till it's no longer sticky. So now my rice is no longer sticky, so I'm going to add the soy sauce. So you just want to spread it evenly around. I'm going to use whatever's left on this one. We're going to build up our sauce again. I like to do a little zigzag and then mix it around. If you're a G, you can do it like this. If not, put it back down and use the spatula. We're going to build up our sauce, just going to put a little bit more and mix it around. You want to mix it around before you add more to see if you're saturating it. And if not, then you add more. So I'm just going to mix this around. This is enough soy sauce for me because, again, you do not want to put a lot. It'll make it salty and just disgusting. So let's make some room for our egg. You can beat it up and then pour it in there, or you can just beat it up in there like me. If you don't feel comfortable cooking it in the same pan, you can always do it in another pan, but it's all going in the same place. That's why I did it this way. Watch how smooth I am, how I cut this egg. First, I flip it, then cut it horizontally, then vertically. And then just keep cutting into little pieces. Break it down, then mix it up. And voila, that's how I make my fried rice. You can always add carrots, peas, corn, but I like mine very simple. And this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you used my recipe. I would love to hear some feedback. And don't forget to like and subscribe.